Hello, Rama Crypto Army. Welcome back to the channel. And today, I'm just going to give my opinion on the whole Saitamask situation that's going on. I know a lot of individuals out there are looking at the situation in a negative light. But me, myself, when a lot of FUD is going on out there, all right, I turn to my 8 years of experience. I lean on my 8 years of experience when it comes to crypto. And I do that most of the time anyway, because like I said, what I know about crypto, and me being a long time investor, certain ways I approach crypto has worked for me every single time. All right. So as always, it's not financial advice. And then hit that like, subscribe, notification bell so you get all of my content when it is uploaded. All right. So look, SAITAMASK has went live. All right. And what this means is that a lot of the features on the app should still be working for a lot of individuals out there. Now, I know a lot of individuals out there, some of them are still having problems of not being able to log in properly. But like I said, this is a project right now in a process. All right. As the days and the week pass, individuals should not have a problem logging in. All right. But also, that's an important point. It's important for the team to be on point with that also. Like I said, I'm still holding the team accountable. All right. It's important for them to be on point with that also, because if not, it's going to set them up for criticism. Okay. And me, myself, I want to see the Saitama team have success, not just as the project, not just with Saitamask, but the project as a whole. All right. Now, Lily Finance should be going live Tuesday. Okay, is one of the most anticipated projects coming out. Okay, now there are a lot of questions also surrounding Lily Finance, but I still think, regardless of what the FUD is going on around it, I still think it can pump. Whether individuals want to look at it as a long-term hold, or put your money in and get your money out right away, I still think it has the potential to pump. I also think that the project itself has potential to succeed, especially with the field that they are aiming to get into, which is the medical and big pharma field. You can never go wrong with the big pharma field, okay? But as always, it's up to the team behind Lily Finance to capitalize on what they want, what they're supposed to achieve with that, okay? You got to understand also, you're only going to be able to buy Lily Finance with Saitama. So Saitama and Lily Finance, they're going to be in high demand over the next 2 days. Okay, starting Tuesday, Saitama and Lily Finance are going to be in high demand, and more high demand than what you are actually seeing Saitama in right now. All right, and it's also going to contribute to like the hyper burns. All right, and when this is just, we're just talking about Lily and Saitama. We're not even talking about the rest of the coins or the tokens in the first wave. We're not even talking about the ones in the second wave. Okay, so that hyper burn is going to be very important. Okay, so look, the team just wanted to make sure that the app was functioning properly. All right, and that they also put a whole lot of emphasis on the security thing. Okay, this is why we were in testnet for a good little while. All right, and people, a lot of individuals out there, a lot of the investors were impatient. All right, but it's important for us to have a fully functioning app. All right, it's important for that, and it's also important for us to have our security tightened up on the app, okay, to protect your investment. All right, now like I said, individuals was impatient, but I mean, let's be honest. Even if they had a half asset, even if the team had a half asset and rushed it out, I mean, a lot of you guys were just going to bash them anyway. It's kind of a lose-lose situation. So I mean, what would you rather do? Huh? Would you rather just like stall the app and work on protecting our investment, or would you rush it out? I mean, that's how I look at it. I'm not looking at a lot of the drop dates and all of that stuff that they told us about, okay? Because I know it's a process. Things don't go perfect in the process, all right? And like I said, they want to put a lot of emphasis on security. And the thing is, I didn't understand why investors just did not get that. All right, security coding, all of that stuff is time consuming. I can hardly talk this morning. It's time consuming. Okay. Now, although the drop dates were not met, I'd rather concentrate on the security rather than rushing it out and having my investment compromised. Okay. We have to have our investments protected. Okay. And that was I had no problem with that in my book. All right. And they also wanted to make sure that, the bots out there was not stealing your money. Okay. And what I'm talking about, I'm referring to like what they call the front run bots, where these bots were making, big purchases. They were making big purchases, and bigger percentages was taken by those bots than what was supposed to be taken. And a lot of investors out here, they were getting had. Okay, they were getting a lot of their money stolen. Now, from my understanding, Saitamask will not have that. From my understanding, Saitamask will not have that. All right. And, like I said, despite the FUD, they still stuck to their guns. I'm glad they worked on security. I'm glad they worked on trying to get the features within the app working properly. All right. And we will be moving on to the next step. Y'all got to also understand that because they was concentrating more on the security and concentrating on having the app working properly, a lot of things were put on hold. They put a lot of marketing on hold. Okay, a lot of listings on other exchanges was put on hold. Okay, to concentrate on Saitamask being properly functioned, and to also get that security tightened up. All right, now there are also a lot of other things that's going on, such as like the joint ventures and partnerships behind the scene. That's a lot of stuff we don't even know about. All right, so what they're going to do is they're going to be bringing in other investors. All right, now some of them might be individual investors, some of them might be, corporation investors. These are going to be big money entities, which means we're going to have third-party money flowing into the project. Okay, it's important to have another source of money to keep the project being built. Okay, because the team itself, they can only put up but so much money. It's good to have partnerships. Okay, and another exciting thing about the partnerships is this: a lot of them are going to be mentioned or coming next week. These next 2 weeks is going to be is probably going to be crazy, guys, and it's probably going to give you guys a chance to change your minds about the project as a whole. Okay, now the team, they also they also knew that the momentum was going to be slow because of the things that they were putting on hold. Okay, and the thing is this: they're just trying to gain some traction. Okay, so we got to cut them a little break. I'm willing to give them the benefit of the doubt and cut them a little break, okay, for what they were trying to accomplish and why they put a lot of things on hold. Okay, I feel a potential positive domino effect is coming. I really do. Despite that, a lot of individuals are looking at Saitama in a negative light, I feel a positive domino effect could be coming. Okay, like I said, a lot of corporations have been involved and mentioned behind the scenes. Okay, a lot is going on that we just do not know about. Okay, and we're just so impatient. We have really no idea why we're impatient. Okay, and we have no idea of what could be. We just don't. All right. Now, another thing that was mentioned was which is probably maybe the least favorite thing that's going on right now is the Wolfcaster will be dropping in the NFT space. Okay, and we all know that the NFT space right now is growing by the second. All right. Now the team is aiming for that, to have like that whole retro game thing going on. Okay, they want to bring back that retro game era, but kind of like in a modern form, if you will. Okay. Now, like I said, out of everything that's going on with Saitama, this may be the least favorite thing, but we're going to see how that turns out. Okay, and they've also been working on their own NFT platform. Okay, and one of the reasons why they've been working on that NFT platform is because they've been having difficulties and limitations with other platforms such as OpenSea. All right, they have not been able to do what they want on these other platforms, such as OpenSea. So with their own NFT platform, they'll be able to, have no limitations, and it'll be able to benefit the investors who want to create NFTs on that platform a little bit more. All right. So then the thing is, they have been working on that for the last 2 months, and it's supposed to be available in 2 weeks. Okay, that's crazy to think about. It's supposed to be available in 2 weeks. All right. Now that's, in my opinion, that's great news right there for, the Saitama NFT space. Okay, and what you will be able to do is you will be able to actually submit your work. Like if you want to create NFTs, you can actually submit your work, get it reviewed by the team, and probably and more than likely, if your work holds up, you will also be able to collab with the team with your project. So this can actually be a very positive sector for a lot of investors who are creating NFTs to go down, because it will give you access to actually collaborate with the team, okay, if they like your project. So they actually have that whole big NFT thing. Like I said, a lot is going to be going on in the next two weeks. Now, what else can I talk about? They were talking about, a lot of individuals right now are still having problems. Like I said, logging on to the app. Now, of course, they're saying, you got to create another account, and all of that stuff. But we all know that's not been working. Okay, so like I said, we're just going to have to look at it as a process, and to know that this will get rectified soon, hopefully. Okay, and also as far as like the 401 error that a lot of individuals are still seeing, they're saying that, maybe the passwords and the usernames may be wrong, okay, when it comes to logging in. But I mean, come on now. We know our usernames and passwords. We're not really getting that wrong. It's only but so much wrong you could be. All right. So I do think they need to clean that up. Like I said, I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. I do think that they can clean that up as they continue to work on the app. Okay. And like I said, we have a big week ahead. Lily is dropping. A lot of partnerships are supposed to be mentioned in this next 2 weeks. All right, so it should also be interesting to see how the full version is working. All right, this week right here, I believe, like I said, I'm holding this team accountable, but this week right here, I believe, will make or break this launch. Okay, especially with Lily. Okay, because the thing is this, Lily is most anticipated. Okay, investors are lined up for that. Sorry about that, guys. These planes is crazy. But like I said, this week is going to make or break the launch, okay? And like I said, Lily is the most anticipated for a lot of investors. A lot of investors are lined up out there. The team cannot afford a slip up with this, okay? Now imagine imagine millions waiting in line for like the most anticipated Jordans or something like that, or most anticipated gaming system, okay, only for individuals to come out and say, well, the Jordans and the gaming systems is on hold. Okay, it's going to cause a lot of ruckus everywhere. All right, it's going to cause ruckus. And in our space, and I mean in our case, it's going to cause ruckus in the crypto space. All right, so like I said, guys, I'm continuing to look at it positive. A lot of corporations, partnerships, and all that's supposed to be mentioned in the next 2 weeks or the next week. The NFTs platform is supposed to be also dropping in the next 2 weeks. So I'm just giving them the benefit of the doubt. I'm just giving them a chance, guys. Okay, so that's my video on Saitama, and I'll see you guys on the up and up. Howdy.